الله أكبر الله أكبر.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وحده في ذاته ووحده في صفاته، وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله، وكفى بالله شهيدا. فصلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد، فقد قال تبارك وتعالى كما ورد في سورة النور بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعد الله الذين آمنوا منكم وعملوا الصالحات ليستخلفنهم في الأرض كما استخلف الذين من قبلهم وليمكنن لهم دينهم الذي ارتضى لهم وليبدلنهم من بعد خوفهم أمنا يعبدونني لا يشركون بي شيئا ومن كفر بعد ذلك فأولئك هم الفاسقون. صدق الله مولانا العظيم. ومن أصدق من الله قيلا. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. وعد الله الذين آمنوا منكم وعملوا الصالحات ليستخلفنهم في الأرض. Surely Allah promised those who believe and act righteously leadership. The fall of an empire. Today, we here in America and the people around the world are witnessing history in the making. It is not the election of a black president who will reign the White House. What we are witnessing is the fall of an empire. We are witnessing the crumble, the collapse, the downfall of the so-called great American empire. The empire that once had a sense of justice, champion of human rights and scientific inquiry. When arrogance and pride replaced humility, and when overconfidence substituted contentment, the American empire, became a bully, an oppressor, and acted like a tyrant. America lost her sense of justice and decided to act alone, independently from the international community and contrary to the spirit of democracy she embraced and is proud of. Recall the millions of people in America and around the globe who said no to the Iraq War. America dug her own grave by allowing the greedy corporations to influence her policies and the political lobby that shaped her failing foreign policy. The millions of innocent lives who died in the name of the neoconservative agenda since the beginning of this century and the huge deficit and the economic collapse are but a few signs of her failure. It's time for her replacement. The justice system that was conceived to facilitate fair and speedy execution of the law ended up allowing local and war criminals to go unpunished. The fall of the healthcare system, as well as the evils of racism, distrust, and greed, shaped a new society to be born. One of the greatest signs of the decline of a civilization or empire is the collapse of its economy. Driven by greed, we are today witnessing an economic collapse which some say is beyond repair simply because the paper money they are printing is absolutely worthless. Corruption of the rich, legalized bribery through lobbying, and the influence of corporations on the government is among some of the symptoms of this economic ruin and social unrest. America has become the dictatorship of the capitalists. After the collapse of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the shattering of the Soviet Union in 1991, America was rising to its peak as the sole supreme superpower in the world. America achieved its peak in the 20th century. To be precise, September 20th, 2001 marked the zenith of the American empire. What that means is on September 21st, the decline of an empire had begun. An ultimatum and a declaration of war against the so-called terrorists was announced on September 20, 2001. In the name of freedom and democracy, America has used military force against many countries, most of them small and weak, committing atrocities, killing unarmed civilians, including women and children, and destroying their homes. It was the neocons' belief, which was adopted by the government, that Islam was America's #1 enemy after the Soviet Union. It's time for her replacement. The neocons are on their way out, and the neoliberals are to take charge and pursue a new plan, the Brzezinski's agenda. Do expect, under the new administration, heavy taxation, more loss of jobs, more home foreclosures, the same broken healthcare system, and the list goes on, at least for a while. As the economy tries to recover, social evils will widen and become more prevalent. As usually is the case when the economy suffers, expect an increase in crime, theft, prostitution, etc. Similar to the economic unrest, there will be a social unrest and disorder, and the public will be demanding a change. I'm afraid the person who ran with the change slogan won't be able to deliver the required change. Where can we escape and search for true freedom and justice now? Who will the fall of the American empire give birth to? God only knows. Allahu Ta'ala A'lam.